Hello, welcome back to Glenleathann. Not much has changed since the last episode. I have managed to get all of our equipment back down to the farm, and then our old bale trailer, which is all battered and gnarly. We've swapped that out for this red rock, and we're just up at the store, as you see, collecting all our big bags of the seed and the fertilizers that we left here the other day. So yeah, I have done one other thing off screen, and that was adjust the amount of feed consumption for the goats. I tried to tweak it in the animals XML. My goat pens disappeared. I tried to tweak it in the Maize Plus. My goat pens disappeared. I tried to tweak it in the Animal Foods Edition thing, and goats aren't listed, so I tried to adjust sheep, and it made absolutely no difference to my goats. So I ended up editing the enhanced animal system mod. Now if I change it, so if I tweak the food consumption to represent more real life, I say real life, more realistic for what I want it to be, it don't like it. It freaks out. So I've got it as good as I can get it. I've increased the milk production to go with the feed rate. Now the issue I still have, it's not really an issue, I wanted to spend more time feeding the goats. Now this is a goat dairy farm after all, and you've barely seen the goats, and the reason for that I've established is the grazing mod that I have installed. Because we're still in September, and March through September they graze, turnips, March through September they graze, that's why we're not feeding them, because we don't need to, which is cool and annoying. It's saving me a fortune on feed, but you don't get to see me feeding the goats or anything. So I'm going to leave it open to you guys. If you want me to remove it and we'll feed the goats more often, then that's what I'll do. If you don't want me to remove it, I won't. And if you leave it up to me, I'll probably ask my 9-year-old and see what he says. I'm pretty sure he is my biggest fan. He is adorable. But yeah, that being said, if you want me to remove the animal grazing so you see more of the goats, shout. If you don't, shout. I may put a poll in the description on my channel. But yeah, just let me know what you want me to do. I'm easy either way. So yeah, that's where we are at with that. Now the plan for this episode is Muggins here needs to release our mower. When I was taking all our stuff back down to the farm, I realised that we sold our mowers and we leased the Big M, didn't we? And then in the last episode I returned the Big M because I'd finished cutting my grass. Well, done the contracts. So yeah, so that was a nuisance to say the least. So we need to release that. So yeah, we shall lease that, and then we need to get. We got the field. The other field. What other field do we have? We got the barley drilled. So that's done. I like that being up here. We've got the barley drilled. Oh. And then that's where we left it. I'm pretty sure the tractor is literally still in the field. So I just bought one of those. Is what it is. Mowers. Right, I'm going to grab one of these again. Right. We'll pop some GPS on it this time. Did we have GPS last time? I don't remember. But we are going to grab some GPS on it just in case I want to drive it around. We will lease that. There we go. Where is it? Who's nicked it? There it is. So we'll lease this. We're going to work on cutting our grass. And we need to get this guy sent home. So if we send this guy home and drive the mower, what do you reckon? That sounds like a plan, methinks. Let me turn my speakers down just a tad. There we go. Right. So we will send this guy to. If we send him to the goat barn, that gets him out of the way. Why can't I get rid of the mouse once I get it back up? Oh, and I just whack the mic. Let me move that out of the way a little bit. There we go. No, I want to get out. I was trying to get out. Right. I've also adjusted the sensitivity and the dead zones on my controller, so I'm a little bit all over the place. I was anticipating it moving around like a trooper, and it's not. I'm having to push it further, which is, you know, it is what it is. So although you guys don't want to see me do another 2 ton of baling, one would presume, I think our grass field. Did we scan our grass field? I can't remember. The one we cut. I know the soybeans have been scanned. Oh, the back of that came around quicker than I thought it was going to. So we need to get that field scanned, and then we need to get that limed, fertilised, and we need to run a weeder over that, ready for next year. So that field at the bottom behind the goat pasture for the baby goats, we're going to keep that as grass, I think. That one will remain. The other 2 fields, I'm still indecisive whether we keep the grass and do grass silage, or whether we cultivate that in and plant a crop like wheat, so that we can do whole crop silage. When we get back to the farm, we'll have a quick shifty and we'll see which silage is worth more, because with the mower I can mow the whole crop and then bale it, or with the grass I can mow it and bale it. It doesn't make a difference. It's the same, what do you call it, the same amount of work regardless of what it is we do with it. But if the whole crop is worth more, then that makes more sense to go with that one, doesn't it? Do you think? Well, that's what my brain's saying now. Go with what's worth more. Make more money. Although, now that I've increased the feed, we might need more grass. Do you think? Right, he's gone over there. So we need to scooch round 43. Should we get 43 cut? I mean, whichever we decide to do, we need to cut and bale the grass. That needs to be out of the way and sold. So that we have... Whoa, there's a hole and a half there, isn't there? Right. I don't want widespread in. I want that on. I hate the way you can't change it to it's open. Swathing. Widespread in. Yeah, just swath dropping. So we'll get a worker on this, I think. So we'll do 43, 1 tool, 2 headlands, start working on the up and downs, generate. I'm not sure what we're going to do with the field, so we'll leave it there. That is wrong. Longest edge, generate. I want these nice and straight up and down with the field. There we go. That's better. First waypoint. I like the blue dot. Off the top. Right, that's got the worker in there. I'll grit this. I'll get that cut. Probably going to do that one for silage. And then we may do, although we've got a lot of hay in here already, haven't we? A lot of grass to do hay with. Yeah, we'll probably silage both of them and get those bales sold, in fairness. So that's that. Ooh. I did bring all our stuff back. Some of it's been cleaned, like the tedder. I haven't cleaned the windrow yet. I find it really hard to remember to clean things. I'm sorry. Oh, I still need to move that as well. Go in the editor, move those canisters in a bit so they're closer to the hedge, because they are really in the way. I need to move the water triggers out and the feed trigger out as well, so I don't have to literally back into the field. I think I might have knocked the triggers when I was playing around with it, and the triggers are like literally, they're right in here. And if you actually put something inside the pen, it picks the trigger up quicker. So I think I've moved them in on accident. So this field, I know it started to grow. No soil data found, so we haven't scanned this field. So have a quick shifty in here. The 2 soys and our this one has been done. This needs rolling, and then this one needs scanning. At least all the grass fields need scanning, basically. So we need a tractor for scanning. We use a Deutz for that, I think. So that's just a little diddly one. And then we'll use the Deutz for that. Should we use the John Deere for the rolling? Where is the Deutz? What's the horsepower requirement for the roller? 160. Although the ground is quite steep, I think we'll use the John Deere. I don't really want to drop off that trailer with all our seeds and fertilizers on it until it's, well, empty, because the front of that's going to drop, and then that's going to be a pain in the bum with our telehandler. I'm going to place all our seeds and shenanigans in this shed, so they'll go into here. It's just a shame there's no door on this one. There is a door on the workshop. I don't think we have any sheds actually that shut, lock. all of our equipment is open to the elements, as it were. I still don't know what to do about fieldstones. Oh, it's over here. It's over here. So I literally bought that back. This needs to be returned. I need to get those bales off. I need to get hay off of there as well. Oh, walks into that. Our hay will go here, and our straw will go here. I'm not entirely sure why I'm keeping the straw. I was tempted to get some cows. I mean, we're doing dairy stuff, so if we grabbed another farm at some point, or not so much grabbed another farm, if we, I don't know, simulated that we had I don't know. I'm thinking out. Oh, we're going to need straw for the. I was going to say pigeons then. I just watched Wasteland's The Valley of the Old Farm, and he's obsessed with those pigeons. I'm sure he is. Wasteland bud, are you obsessed with the pigeons? You seem to hang out in trees and on shed roofs looking for birds. Strange little man. Still love you, bud. Still gonna watch your videos. Anywho's, let's get this unfolded. Right. Should we run around this? Should we get a worker on it and then go scan? Because I would like to get some more. Yeah. Oh, wrong one. We'll do that. We'll get a worker on here. Longest edge. Field center up and down. Start work on the center. Generate that. There's somebody at my door. Right, so we'll get. He's probably going to follow that guy, yeah, I thought he would. Right, we'll get him doing that. Or her, is it? Oh. Sorry, my dear. Right, we'll get her doing that. This field is good to go then. Do need to run a weeder over it, so that we don't get the weeds. This guy is nearly finished, so he's doing really well. Just hop the fence here. What? There you go. Not like that. Almost finished the ups and downs, which is pretty cool. It's annoying that there's field underneath here. Well, I'm assuming this field's the same grass as the field grass. Right. I am still tempted to take the hedge out here and add in another goat pen pasture thing. So there'll be 3 along here. But you know, strange little me. So grab the Deutz. The Deutz Far Agrostar 4.78. I was looking for a smaller one, a 3.65, something like that, something really small, maybe not with a drop nose. But I couldn't find one, so we ended up with this kiln. I'm not going to bore you with all the shenanigans of unloading that. You saw me load it up. So, but the next time you come round here, it'll all be in my shed. Not only that, we got stuff that we need to seed. So it might be easier just to take the trailer to the field if we run out. Although I don't suppose it really matters, does it? I'm having a slight issue with the Renault. The rear hitch on the Renault won't connect to the animal trailer or the grain trailer or the forage wagon, and I don't know why, but won't connect to either those or the animal trailer. Any ideas? Nope, you don't know, I don't know, nobody knows. So, anywho, so let's get this one scanned so we know what we're doing. I think that's the first thing. We'll get this field scanned so we know what we are doing. Now, I don't normally use a field scanner, as you know, mentioned it before. Field scanning is not my thing. I'd rather get a guy out to do it for me because, you know, lazy. Whereas my good buddy Wasteland, he leases one of these rather than buys it, and then runs around like a whippet and scans all of his fields at once, and then returns it and leases it again when he needs it, which is probably the way to do it, to be honest. I have seen peeps with one of the increased rate ones. I know Eliakim uses the increased rate, 65 million miles or whatever it is. He pulls up in the middle of the field, pop, like that. That's the whole field, and the farmer's field next door, and next door's field. The guy next to him, he's got like 4 fields scanned. So I still reckon this circle should be square, just to make my life easier. For no other reason, just to make my life easier. So I'm not doing a very good job of this. I've already taken 6 doohickeys, but you know. So we'll get this scanned and sent off. While it's being sent off, we'll grab the weeder, get it weeded, and then we're going to have to get some lime and some fur on here, he thinks. Do you reckon? Some lime and some fertiliser on here. So this field will then be good, although there is still tufts of hay everywhere. You see, if this was the same as seasons in 19, that would have rotted away by now. It wouldn't be there anymore. I miss that. I really do. Forwards, forwards. That's not all tractors that do that, but a lot of manual tractors do that, I've noticed. Rather than drive forward upon acceleration, they drive backwards a little bit first. It's just to annoy me, especially when you're loading bales. The fact that I got a habit of loading bales manually, it's a bit of a pain in the bum when it drives forward before it drives back. It drives back before it drives forward. What we're doing? I know what I was trying to say, but what I was trying to say and what came out of my mouth was completely different. I'm really trying not to cough in your ear holes. Oh, missed a bit, back up. There we go. It's going to be cheap more as well, isn't it? Because it's not going to get the corner of the edge of that round bit. Yes, of course, it squares it up for me. Why would it? Can I get this in one shot? I don't think I'm going to be able to. I could be wrong. Just there. Whether I can or I can't, that's where it's going. send those back to the lab and fold this kitten up. There we go. I'm not entirely sure why I bought that. Leasing it probably was a better idea. I don't know. I'm just an idiot. I'm just a man. Now, I have been informed by the powers that weeding will knock it back a growth stage. So, is what it is. There's not much I can do about that. Which workers completed their task? 43. Mower. The mower is done. Right, where did we put the weeder? You notice the way I said we, like you've lost it. Yeah. I bought everything back and have no idea where anything is. We don't have any fertilizer except solid for the we only have solid fertilizer for the cedar. We only have a sprayer and the big kitten I'm keeping for lime, so we might have to go and purchase ourselves like a little Amazon doohickey. But while that's unloading, if I can squeeze through without getting poked in the eye, we'll grab... Where am I going? Not sure about that harvester either, that might end up going. Oh, let's go grab this. These should have finished. Should I save the course? Oh, I'm sure I can run around off screen and bail that up. You don't need to see any more of my shenanigans in regards to bailing. Every episode over the last few weeks, all you've seen me do is bail, or collect bales, or sell bales. You've probably had enough of bales. Me personally, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. Whoop, whoop. I'm overcompensating now because I've stopped. I've reduced the sensitivity, and now I'm overcompensating on pushing it too far. Where are we now? We're down here. Open, generate, first waypoint, off the top. Right. Get that cut. That guy's still working? Yeah. Whoop. We need to jump back into the doits. Get that weeded. And then we may take the Renault up to the goats are doing well. They're doing their thing. Oh, oh. Right down. Oh, it destroys the verge as well, does it? Yes, it does. Nitrogen is okay. pH is horrendous. We'll still dash a bit of everything on there because we can. Right, if we grab the rolling's finished, by the way. Well, that needs weeding now, so that's kind of stuffed that one. Oh, right. We need this trailer, don't we? What's if we grab that and a fertilizer spreader rather than the sprayer? That's kind of... No, we're going to have to buy some liquid fertilizer for that. and then avoid using herbicide where possible. Yeah, we avoid using the fertilizers where possible. We could then spray the fertilizer, weed. I didn't even check the horsepower requirements for the weeder, and this is only 100 horses. Oh well, we'll soon find out when we go up here. Let's back up to this corner. Is it going to remove the little bits of grass that's kicking about the place? Yes. Dash the cruise control on, get some black smoke going. I haven't read the comments for the last video in regards to me shutting my pile and you guys just listening to the tractor sounds. So I think we're going to time lapse this bit. Hello, welcome back. I've done the headlands. I've almost completed this side of the field. I think I want to finish this bit and then leave the weeder there for a second. We have a worker that's completed. I'm assuming that's the mower. So that's both our grass fields mown. Cuts. Call it what you got. I do believe the young lady that was doing our rolling finished a while back. So it's both fields cut. This one's nearly fully weeded. So that'll be that. Do need to splurge some lime and all that goodness on here. There is one thing I will say, I missed a bit, and that's I don't think this tractor is quite man enough for this weeder. We appear to be struggling like a trooper. It's indecisive which gear to pick. When you start rolling downhill, it tries to change up into the high gears and then rapidly change down again. So yeah, I think this little tractor is slightly underpowered, unfortunately. It is a lovely little tractor. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is doing the job. So have a quick look down here. Let's see, what's the horsepower requirement for this weeder? 90. So it shouldn't be. And 7 miles an hour is top speed. There you go. We're stuck in 5th in low range. So I'm knocking it back up to medium. Really doesn't like this. I think although this is 100 horses and this only requires 90, the steepness of these fields is what's getting it. I think it can't cope with the angle that it needs to run at, which is ever so slightly annoying. Well, it's not, it's what would happen in real life. So you need a slightly higher horsepower everything. Oh, that's why I went for another medium tractor of 300 horses, because some of the hills on the road transporting things, you're going to need a good couple of tractors that are capable of pulling that sort of weight. Let's drop that down. We'll turn that kitten off for a second. Done well. I think it's slightly lifting the back up off the floor as well, isn't it? Maybe not. Yeah, just slightly. That's the other problem then. The rear wheels aren't even on the floor. So when we go over undulations like that bump there, which goes from the right to the left of the screen, and everything's on the diagonal, they don't like it. Anyways, I shall get this done off screen. I'll finish that off. Don't worry about that. Or we'll do it next episode. Now, I wasn't going to, but I want to have a play quickly. So let's grab this guy. Oh, actually, 1,926 litres of your finest milk. Right, let's drop that there. I'll put it back on the trailer, on the tractor, before I unload it. Otherwise, that's going to be a pain in the bottom. I want to give this McHale Fusion 3 a go. Does it have the same beepers as the 550? If it doesn't, I'm going to change it to the same beepers. It's more of a do-do-do-do-do-do rather than a bear, if that makes sense. But I want to see what this one does. I have gone for black wrap, although the insides still show white. Not much I can do about that, unfortunately. It is what it is. Now, I can't remember where the mower started and stopped. So that's... I've got to unfold it. I do need to unfold it. Oh no! No. Turnips! I can't bale. Well, that's... Oh, actually, if we head back to the farm, Goats. Meh. Meh. Head back to the farm. We'll make a quick shout and see if they can drop me off some wrap. We'll see you in a minute. Ooh, welcome back. Okay, so they have dropped me off a pallet of green wrap. And I think this is crone wrap. So we need to get that into our baler. Is what we need to do. Because without it, we're kind of scuppered. There is still a little bit of the massy stuff in the other baler. So I just wanted to bale grass, and I've got stuff in the other one. It doesn't matter which way round I've come at these. I can't ever seem to get them on the forks. I did sell off the McHale bale loader spike thing kitten. Seemed to have a slight issue with that, and there we go, it's on. Slight issue with that, and the Manitou, it wouldn't drop all the way to the floor. There was a collision in the way. It was a beta mod, so you know, it is what it is. It just wasn't up to par, so we swapped that back out for just a standard bale spike for now. Wow, that is one chunky hole there. That'll be a perfect hole for the that would be a perfect hole for the mud system, wouldn't it? So this slightly closer, and we'll get that all filled up in there. There we go. That's all filling up nicely. Oh. And then we'll give this a go and call it there for today. I will do the baling, finish weeding, and yeah, bale, weed, and then where am I going? I want this guy. And then in the next episode, there's a spider on my leg. And then in the next episode, we will work out which one of these fields we're going to put a crop in. Oh, let's have a quick look at that before we go too far. So that ain't working. There we go. Mouse disappeared off the screen. So we have whole crop silage, which is 165, 168, 189 for whole crop silage, which is your standard silage. And then we have maize silage is 170, so that's no better for me. Grass silage is 170. It's all about the same, isn't it? Clover silage, alfalfa silage, fresh grass isn't worth anything. So it's all worth about the same, so it doesn't matter. But we may need to turn this on. Okay. I shall tweak that in the XML. Now, as far as I'm aware, if I zoom in on that baler, let's turn it off, lift it up. If I fold that, it's there. Unfold it is there. Fold it is over here out of the way. Now it should be unfolded, and then when I lower it down, the wheel should stay there. We'll turn it on. I shall tweak that in the XML. The other baler had the same issue. The wheels would disappear. Will like refold itself. I'll tweak that. Don't worry. I just want to see what it's like. Now this only does one size bale, and that bale is the one you're getting. There is no option. Okay, this is the same issue I had with the other one. There's no sound at all, and in all fairness, I can just about hear it, but it's not unloaded. What have I missed? This is the issue I have with the other one. I will not allow while the bale was loaded. Turn it off. Let's pick up. I will not allow the bale was loaded. Well, I can't get the bale out. This was the problem I was having with the other one. I'm not entirely sure what that's doing. That's doing my doors. Don't need that on. Pop it off. Reattach. I don't need a bale in it. Turn it on. Lower it down. Will it pick any more grass up? No, because it knows there's a bale in it. But I can't get the bale out. This was the problem I had the other day with the other one. The Massey one was doing exactly the same. Couldn't get the bale in, couldn't get the bale out. If anybody knows what's going on, give us a shout. I'm going to leave it there. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe and comment. Each and every one of you. Please take care, and I'll see you all in my next adventure. Cheers, guys.